Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today I'm going to be doing an update for Rising Phoenix Game Convention 2024. The convention runs from April 19th through the 21st in Milford, Massachusetts. This is my second time going to this convention, second time running games at this convention. It's the third year of the convention, so the convention is a fairly moderate size now. I believe it is well over 250 attendees. It's tons and tons of events, and the signups for the signups for games went up on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and my total schedule is full. So let's take a look at what's going on at Rising Phoenix, how I will be participating in the events throughout the weekend, and here we go. So I just checked it this morning, and so I am running 5 sessions. Now, the sixth session that you see here on Sunday, that's actually been canceled. So because I don't have the books for Acts 2 yet, and I wanted to only run games in which I have the actual physical copies for. So here we go. On Thursday evening at 7 p.m., I am running Shards of Ymir, a Conan 2D20 adventure that I had written myself back in the very early days of Conan 2D20. So I believe it was still just out in beta testing when I wrote this adventure. I've run the adventure several times, really, really successful. And this one here, I will show you, has filled up not only the 5 player slots, but there are 4 people on the waiting list for this. Now, this is very, very likely to be the last time that I'm running Conan 2D20 at a convention. However, I mean, if this is really out of the park and really, really great time for everyone involved, I may reconsider that for larger conventions when I have multiple slots. And I'll probably also write a new adventure for Conan 2D20. But I'm looking to bring other games into it. But super, super excited to see that there are literally 9 players willing to jump in on this. So that's a good sign that the game still has some legs. Then on Friday morning at 8 a.m., I'll be running my own adventure, Whiskey Creek Runs Red. It's a Gangbusters BX game which is written by Mark A. Hunt. And it is your traditional Gangbusters written towards a BX game system, and really, really popular. So here we go, and filled up fully, so all 5 players, and looking forward to this. Now, I've run this adventure multiple times at conventions. It is super popular, and we've always had a great time running it. This is probably my 5th time running this adventure, and every time that I've run it, it's always been a very different experience by all the players. So super, super stoked to do this. Friday afternoon at 1 p.m., I am running The Slumbering City, which is a Shadow Dark game that I've extensively, showcased on my channel. I had the creator, Tom Wilson, do an interview on my channel. We spoke about it. I got the PDF, then I made a copy of it ready to go. And then Tom just reached out to me yesterday and informed me that my physical copy of the book is in the mail. So, and we're very, very close to each other. So I'll probably get it at the latter part of this week, if not early next week. And I will once again do another video showcasing this. But The Slumbering City, Shadow Dark, almost said shitty. And let's see what our look is. So filled up all 5 tickets. So all 5 tickets, nobody on waiting list. Now, some of my players, which I'm not going to announce their names or anything, um, some of my players are repeat. They're going from one game that I'm running to another in some cases. So certainly looking forward to doing that. And I'm going to look to interview those individuals after the convention is over, possibly even at the convention, and ask them what was it about my my delivery, my game mastery that really brought them to my table multiple times. So once again, Slumbering City, Shadow Dark, and I've been seeing Shadow Dark come up here and there at conventions, and I expect that that's going to increase as time goes on. Next one is the Horror from the Mound, which is a Weird Frontiers. I've run this previously at ShireCon. So last September, October, I ran this. Went really, really well. First time running this game system. I played it for the first time at Rising Phoenix last year, and so this worked really well. And nobody on the waiting list, but again, full table within a day and a half. So really excited about that. And this one went really well. This is taking two of my favorite aspects, right? So I am a huge Robert E. Howard fan, and I became a really big fan of Weird Frontiers, and the combination of the two, I basically took the short story by Robert E. Howard, the Horror from the Mound, and combined them up, and very very easy to translate Robert E. Howard's Weird Frontiers um, writing and his short stories to this game system. So you have the forefather or the founding father of a weird Western, which is Robert E. Howard. So not only is he the founding father of sword and sorcery genre, but he is also the founding father of weird Western tales as well. So really excited to run this a second time, and it will probably become another staple that I'll be running for quite some time. Case file number 1, Electric Dreams, Blade Runner RPG. So ran this last year at Rising Phoenix. It went so well. I mean, the box set that comes with this is just so phenomenally aligned with what you might be looking to do at a convention table, including all of the incredible handouts, and just the display that's on the table will attract the attention of passersby, and they're going to ask, hey, what's going on here? What is this game at your table? Case file number 1 went really, really well last year. This will be my last time running case file number 1, and next year I'll be looking to run case file number 2, which is due to come out sometime soon. So once again, fully booked, all 5 seats filled between Monday night and Wednesday morning. So filled up very, very fast. And I do have a couple of repeat players coming to the table. And that is the last of the 5 games that I'm running. All right, now I'm also attending 2 games, and let's see how those are going. So my schedule here, I am attending Alien RPG. I've never played in this before. There are 4 people on the waiting list for Alien RPG. This is another Modiphius / Free League game. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait to jump in on it. And I noticed that some of the players that are in my games are actually in here as well. So I'm going to meet these individuals and actually run games with them, for them, and then play with them as a player as well. So just another really great experience for anyone to have going to these conventions. It's super important to experience both. So, and then my next game that I'm sitting in on is going to be on Saturday evening, the Silt Road, and there's still only one ticket available for this one. So this is a martial arts survival horror RPG, an independent one. Never heard of it before. Really looking forward to check it out. It's called Fists and Fiends. And actually, I want to take a little look into it before I even get there and check it out. So there's still one more slot available there. So if you want to have the opportunity to play in a game with me, and you're already at the con, then check this one out. This is going to be Saturday evening at 7 p.m. to 10:50. So it's the last game session, of the evening. And then finally, my last game before I pack up and leave is a Shadow Dark game of gnolls and ghouls. And this one is full. And I recognize some of the names that are on here that I've played with in previous conventions in two different places. So I see there's one player here that I played in last year, Alan Hammock's game last year at Rising Phoenix, and I've also seen that individual at ShireCon as well. So really looking forward to meeting up with some people that I've already met. So let's switch back to the view here. So really looks like it's a really full schedule, right? So I am literally playing 4 hours Thursday night, running a game 4 hours Thursday night. I have 12 hours of gameplay set up for Saturday. No, I'm sorry, for Friday, 12 hours for Friday, 12 hours for Saturday, and then wrapping up with the last 4 hours on Sunday. And I will pack it up. I will be absolutely spent by the time I get to that Sunday around 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I will, and then I have a 2.5 hour ride to get home. But really stoked for this, for this convention. It is my biggest convention attending. Unfortunately, my Philadelphia Game Expo got cut short because of the weather. It's a terrible time of year to do a convention, in my opinion, especially for where it's located. Philadelphia, it's kind of hit or miss mid-January, weather-wise. So this one here, no fear of anything but rain. Just looking forward to it. Looking forward to touching bases with all of those individuals, and looking forward to both running games and playing games, and the variety of games, mixing it up. There is no, I'm not running the same session, the same game system multiple times throughout the week, and I've really mixed it up with the games that I'm actually playing in. Shadow Dark being the only repeat, but I'm running it once and I'm playing in it once. So really excited about that. And this is something that I've said on my channel multiple times. You will get the most out of participating in this hobby if you run games and you play in games and you really mix it up. If you look for experiencing new games that are out there, and I'm becoming a big proponent of running convention style games, and that has become a real focus for me to look at game systems through that view, through that lens of what do I think will play well at a convention table. And I just had this conversation with one of my players last night where we were talking about, box sets, and these starter boxes and whatnot. And I'm becoming a huge fan in picking up starter sets and running those at conventions because they come packaged really well, with a lot of visuals and everything with them to put out on your table and display. And I think that that's something that game companies, game publishers, big and small, should really look into, and that is the whole idea of packaging these starter sets for display at a convention table. I think it's both a really good marketing move for them, and it's great for players because we now get the opportunity to walk throughout. Because oftentimes these convention rooms, they might have 20, 30, 40 tables set up in them. And when you scan that room and you're looking across and everything, these starter sets with all the bells and whistles are going to draw your eye to them. It's going to bring attention to your table. And, I think it's just really important. So that's something that I'm going to be looking at, is looking at box sets and, picking up box sets, particularly for games that I want to run at conventions. And I'm going to start going through my box sets that I already have that that I think will fit that purpose pretty well. So that's where I'm going to leave it off now. So really, really successful um convention schedule, filling up right away with a lot of waiting. If that Conan 2D20 does hit like 10 waiting, five waiting, so double the number, I might actually send out a message, because I don't know if it does send out a message to people that are on the waiting list, that I might be open to running another session of it during that week. Although it's going to be really, really hard because I'm kind of full in my schedule. But anyway, I might just expand the table and let 6 players or 7 players sit at the table if they wish. So and sometimes people, they miss an event for whatever reason and whatnot. So just looking to see how many people I can actually accommodate at the table. And now I got to get to work in making the pre-gen characters for it, because that's the one thing with the 2D20 Conan in particular, is that it's time consuming to make a character at the table, unlike some of the other games that I'm running. So um, that's one thing that I have to start working on now, is to create the pre-gen characters for it. So thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. Always remember to, leave your comments in the comments section if you're going to be at Rising Phoenix Game Convention. I'd love to know that you're going to be there. If you're not in one of my games, or you're not running something that I'm going to be in, but you still want to touch bases, I will be there. It has an awesome restaurant, in the hotel itself. And I'd love to sit down, have a beer, and a meal, and just sit around the table and chat during those off times that we will have. They have a great breakfast in the morning as well, so can always touch bases there as well. So thanks for joining. Have a great day. Take care.